A group of masked men walks down a dusty path. They approach a wooden sign marking a village entrance. They freeze. A lone girl stands before them. She holds a simple broom across her shoulder. Her gaze is cold and unwavering. The men stare her down. She doesn't flinch. The leader of the group steps forward. He gestures aggressively, but she stands her ground. Suddenly, the men charge. She braces for impact, spinning the broom with blinding speed. A cloud of white powder bursts from the bristles as she strikes the first man. The fight erupts. She moves like a storm, using the broom to block, sweep, and strike. Taking down man after man, the remaining few pull out knives. They lunge in unison. She dodges and weaves between them. Her fists and feet a blur. She disarms one man. Then another. She grabs a backpack from one of the attackers, slicing it open with his own blade. A massive cloud of white powder explodes, engulfing the last man standing. He collapses to the ground, defeated. The girl stands over the fallen men. Small bags of the white powder are scattered everywhere. She calmly sits down, rummages through her backpack, and pulls out a thick stack of cash. A smile spreads across her face as she fans herself with the money. A black luxury car pulls up. She's handed a folder. Her mission complete. A man in a suit shows the girl a folder. She reads it, a slow smile spreading across her face. She agrees to his proposal. Turning to leave, she joyfully runs off, leaving the man behind. Back in a humble room, she packs a large bag. An older man watches with a worried expression. He tries to reason with her, but she just smiles, pats him on the shoulder, and walks out the door. He stands in the doorway, watching helplessly as she leaves in a luxury car. They arrive at a massive estate. The girl looks up at the grand mansion in awe. The man in the suit struggles to lift her surprisingly heavy bag. Inside, she walks into a tense family drama. A well-dressed young woman is crying hysterically, surrounded by her parents and two brothers. As the girl enters, the crying woman crawls towards her, kneeling at her feet and grabbing her hand, pleading desperately. The family watches, one brother glaring at the girl's cold indifference. The girl simply stares down at the scene, unimpressed. Without warning, her hand flashes out, striking the crying woman across the face. The room falls silent, the family frozen in shock. The girl stands over the stunned woman, her expression unchanged. The young woman holds her cheek in disbelief. The family rushes to comfort her. One of the brothers confronts the girl angrily, but she remains unfazed. The young woman, tears streaming down her face, announces she's leaving. She picks up a packed suitcase and walks out the door. The girl watches her go, then slams the door shut. She turns back to the stunned family with a triumphant smile. The mother runs to the door, crying out for her adopted daughter. The girl simply shrugs and waves dismissively at the distraught family. The father and the brother stare at her, their faces a mixture of anger and confusion. The father confirms that she is his biological daughter and a part of the family. The girl smirks, asserting her right as the true heir. The brother scoffs at her claim, his anger boiling over. He lunges at her, grabbing her wrist, but she effortlessly blocks his attack, holding his fist in a firm grip. He stares at her in shock, completely overpowered. With a simple twist of her wrist, she sends the brother flying across the room. He crashes to the floor, groaning in pain. The father rushes to his side, helping him up. The brother stares at the girl in disbelief, muttering about her raw strength. Just then, the adopted daughter returns. Her family rushes to embrace her. The mother comforts her, while the older brother glares at the girl, threatening her. The girl just smirks, unfazed by their drama. The father steps in, declaring that both girls are his daughters and will live in the house together. The mother tries to mediate, asking the girl to be more understanding, but she just scoffs. The mother then calls for a maid, instructing her to show the girl to her room. The girl looks around at her new dysfunctional family, a look of amusement on her face. She sizes them up one by one, the blind parents, the aggressive brothers, and the manipulative adopted sister. A wicked smile plays on her lips. This is going to be fun. A maid leads the girl up the stairs to a grand bedroom. The girl opens the doors and steps inside. The room is a mess. Clothes are strewn everywhere, and a large red paper sign with threatening words is taped to the window. The girl smirks, unfazed. She kicks a pillow off a bench, revealing a small notebook. She picks it up and flips through the pages. It's filled with photos of the family members, each with handwritten notes detailing their personalities and weaknesses. A complex web of red lines connects them all. The adopted sister watches from the doorway, a smug look on her face. She taunts the girl, warning her that the family is not what they seem. The girl glances at the notebook, then at the adopted sister, and casually tosses the notebook into a nearby trash can. The family sits down for dinner, but the girl is nowhere to be seen. The father complains loudly about her tardiness. Just as a maid accidentally spills water on the table, she apologizes profusely, but the brother grabs her hand, threatening to punish her. He holds a pair of chopsticks over her trembling hand, ready to strike, but his wrist is suddenly caught in a firm grip. It's the girl. She calmly takes her seat at the table, ignoring the family's glares. She pulls the terrified maid away from the brother's grasp and sends her out of the room. The family starts to berate her for her lack of manners. The adopted sister feigns concern, while the brothers mock her rural upbringing. The older brother brings up her poor grades, showing the father her report card on his phone. The father is disappointed, but the girl just laughs it off, claiming that her martial arts scores are perfect. The family scoffs at her ridiculous claim. The adopted sister continues her act, pretending to defend the girl while subtly insulting her. The brother joins in, mocking her supposed martial arts teacher. He starts making strange noises and gestures, imitating a martial arts master in a condescending way. The girl's smile fades. She picks up her spoon, her eyes narrowed, a dangerous glint in them. She warns him to stop, but he just continues to laugh. oblivious to the impending storm. The girl stares at the brother, a cold smile playing on her lips. The mother tries to break the tension, praising the girl's supposed good genes. The father, seemingly impressed by her display of strength, announces that the party to introduce her to society will proceed as planned. The family looks shocked, but he silences their protests. Later that night, at a lavish party, the girl stands awkwardly in a corner, a lollipop in her mouth. The adopted sister and her brothers watch her with disdain. The older brother takes the stage, announcing the return of his long-lost sister. The family forces smiles as the guests applaud. The brother then hands the microphone to the girl, urging her to say a few words. Meanwhile, outside the mansion, the adopted daughter is being comforted by her two brothers. They reassure her of her place in the family, completely unaware that the girl is watching them from a nearby doorway, casually munching on an apple. They turn and see her, startled. The brother threatens her, warning her to keep quiet about what she's heard. She agrees with a smirk, then looks up at the guests, watching from a balcony above, a mischievous glint in her eyes. The girl shouts up to the guests on the balcony, exposing the brother's hypocrisy. The guests murmur amongst themselves, their expressions shifting from amusement to disdain. The girl then addresses the crowd directly, revealing that the adopted sister is not a true member of the family. She playfully offers to give up her claim to the family fortune for a hefty sum. The brothers are furious, but the guests are captivated by the unfolding drama. The adopted sister puts on a show of tears, pretending to be the victim. Just as the parents rush out, the mother scolds the girl for her behavior, while the father, embarrassed and angry, abruptly ends the party. As the guests leave, the mother and adopted sister follow, leaving the girl alone with her simmering anger. Later, the brothers corner her, still fuming about her public outburst. They hatch a sinister plan, whispering about how to get rid of her for good. In the living room, the mother is trying to arrange a marriage for the girl. The father agrees, seeing it as a way to get rid of her and her troublesome ways. He calls two young men into the room, potential suitors. The girl looks them over, a defiant glint in her eyes. Not realizing the new trap that has been set for her, the father introduces two potential suitors to the girl. One is a handsome young man, the childhood friend of the adopted sister. The other is a wealthy, but boorish, older man. The adopted sister immediately cozies up to her childhood friend, who is clearly smitten with her. The mother explains the suitors' backgrounds, praising the older man's wealth and status. He then makes a crude demand, stating that his future wife must bear him 8 sons. The father, seemingly unfazed by this, simply tells the girl to choose one of them. The adopted sister puts on a show of self-sacrifice, offering to marry whichever man the girl doesn't want. The childhood friend is disgusted by the girl and openly insults her. The adopted sister then offers the girl first choice, a thinly veiled attempt to humiliate her. The girl looks back and forth between the two men. Then with a mischievous grin, she points to the handsome childhood friend. Choosing him, the young man and the adopted sister are stunned into silence. Their plan has completely backfired. The young man recoils in disgust, declaring his undying love for the adopted sister. The girl just smiles, unfazed. The wealthy older man, initially interested in the adopted sister, now scoffs at the girl, calling her a country bumpkin. The adopted sister seizes the opportunity to further humiliate the girl, feigning pity and suggesting that she will be left with no one but. The girl has a plan. She turns to the wealthy older man and with a cunning smile, offers to marry him in exchange for a hefty sum of money and a promise to let the young lovers be together. The older man is intrigued, but the father angrily forbids it. The adopted sister, seeing her plan crumble, tries to reason with the young man, but he pulls out a credit card, offering the girl a large sum of money to leave them alone. The girl's eyes light up. She snatches the card, leaving the stunned group behind. She dances around the room, celebrating her victory. A true master of chaos. The brother takes the girl to a deserted parking garage, claiming he's taking her shopping. But she knows better. A group of masked men emerge from the shadows. Surrounding her, the adopted sister steps out from behind them. A smug look on her face, the girl pulls out her phone, pretending to be on a call, but she's actually recording their conversation. The adopted sister taunts her, listing all the ways the family will destroy her, but the girl just scoffs, calling their threats childish. She then suggests a more exciting game. The adopted sister, intrigued, asks what she has in mind. The girl grins, and with lightning speed, grabs the adopted sister by the throat, slamming her against a nearby car. The men are stunned, hunted. The brother orders the men to attack, but the girl is too quick for them. She uses the adopted sister as a human shield, then throws her to the ground. The brother rushes to help his beloved as the girl takes on the rest of the thugs. She moves with a deadly grace, her fists and feet a blur. She disarms one man, then another, using their own momentum against them. She fights with a ferocity that leaves them all stunned. The remaining men try to overwhelm her, but she's always one step ahead. She uses the environment to her advantage, ducking behind cars and using them as cover. She takes them down one by one until only one man is left standing. He tries to run, but she's already in the driver's seat of a nearby car. She starts the engine and floors it. The car screeches across the garage, trapping the last man. She then proceeds to systematically take out the rest of the thugs, using the car as a weapon. The brother and the adopted sister watch in horror, powerless to stop her. Finally, she gets out of the car, picks up a steel pipe, and approaches the terrified brother, a wicked smile on her face. She bends the pipe with her bare hands, a chilling display of her superhuman strength. The brother stares at her in utter disbelief, realizing he has awakened a monster. Her parents and older brother arrive. The adopted sister runs to them, crying hysterically. She spins a web of lies, claiming the girl lured her there to attack her. The mother is horrified, scolding the girl for her supposed cruelty. The father is furious, demanding to know what's going on. The girl just smirks, unfazed by their accusations. The family is in chaos, completely unaware that they've been played. The family stands in stunned silence. The older brother threatens the girl, but she's not intimidated. She calmly explains the simple rule of her village. Whoever starts the fight, loses. The adopted sister continues her act, playing the victim and pretending to be heartbroken. The father, fed up with the chaos, asks who hired the thugs. The brother immediately points at the girl, but she just smirks. She turns to one of the defeated thugs, and with a menacing glare, asks him to tell the truth. The man, terrified, points at the brother, revealing him as the true culprit. The family is shocked. The brother and adopted sister exchange a panicked glance, their lies unraveling before their very eyes. The girl just watches them, a look of cold satisfaction on her face. The game is just beginning.